has for us throughout the entirety of South Dakota.
This is Dakota 7. We have the governors of South Dakota and Arizona signing executive orders stopping vaccine passports in their states. This is a big win for individuals in those states that were seeing these things as being laws put in place that was restricting freedoms left and right all across the board. And they say in South Dakota here for the governor that it is un-American to do this, and that you shouldn't have to be wearing these masks in certain places as well. Arizona doing the exact same thing as their governor signs an executive order. It says that this means that a nearly year-long school mask mandate can be repealed, and that there's no need for people to present proof of vaccination. So this is the move being made as 6 states have gone in this direction to make sure that the people don't have to bow down to vaccine passports on the other side of the border. Hawaii is now the second U.S. state following New York to launch vaccination verification or vaccine passports. So here you go. That goes into effect May 11th. So New York City, Hawaii will not see me, none of my money that's spent, anything like that. These are areas I will boycott until the people do something about it. So as you can see, the battle lines are being drawn as states are taking sides on critical issues here, and I really feel this is going to continue. Make sure to follow me on the live streams, live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on D-Live.
Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostle for the edification and knowledge. Call Holly, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And give all praise again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. This relates to 2 states, Arizona and South Dakota governors assigning executive order relating to banning the V passport, and I believe a few other states as well. I'm going to go to Matthew 12, 25, and 26. This is a red letter, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolations, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan, 26, cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So that division, man, for example, one state or government of powers want to do one thing, and that'll be contrary to what the one other state or government of powers wants to do. So that's going to cause that pretty much that division, man, that divide. For example, relating to this executive order for this specific thing, man. So it's division between these states, man. They don't feel comfortable to go along with certain things. I'm going to go to Mark 3 and 24. This is Mark 3, 24 and 26 in red letter again. And if kingdom be divided against itself, and the kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. 27. No man can enter a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house, man. So that house divided, that house, that city, That kingdom divided is not going to stand, man. If it's weakness, if it's weak points, if it's division, if it's strife, it's not going to stand. It's going to eventually collapse and fall. So that division, that pre-division, that pre-strife is going to lead where few are going to disagree and not comfortably agree to do certain things because the majority, maybe majority of the few or more, want to do certain things. So that they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page mentally or otherwise. So it's going to cause that division where eventually it's going to cause that divide. That fracture or divide. I want to get Shalakia. Luke. Luke 12, I believe, in 49. I come to set fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? So that fire is already going to be set. That fire of civil unrest, that fire of strife and contention, pretty much that tension and unrest, and pretty much not agreeing on certain matters, man. So that fire is being set forth, man. Precursively, incrementally in small levels, but is being set forth. Let's go to Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. And that goes back to that strife, contention, that spirit of civil unrest, that spirit of division, man, upon the people. Tensions. You've seen a lot of signs and prophecies. You've seen a lot of shootings. You've seen a lot of murders. So it's far from peace on earth, man. I want to go to second Ezra. We'll read 2 Ezra 15, 14 through 19 real quick. Woe unto them in the world that dwell therein. That's a warning for pretty much bad things, bad, evil things to happen, man. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's civil unrest. That's even racial wars. That's going to happen. 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's sedition, mutiny, insurrection, violent uprising. You've seen a lot of that here in this country, pretty much all over the world. 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able, martial law. Lockdowns, essential businesses, not be able to go to and fro without certain documents, papers, or even forms of permission. Because of their pride, the city shall be in trouble. Cities are in a lot of trouble. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, relating to the state of condition, how things are going to be now and really to be. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread for great tribulation. And what I'm reading here, this is the Apocrypha. This relates to the times we're now precursively into now, and the times we really will be when these things really truly manifest on pretty much on a higher frequency and a more intense tone of level, man, matter speaking. So these are the times we're in, man. The civil unrest, the division, even within the ranks of government, man, they can't even agree. From federal, local, state. This is something short. The wonderful listen, I hope it helps whoever listens in some way. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahshua Bashem, Rakakadash, Shalom. Thanks.